Hi, guys and gals. What we're going to discuss today is that you actually need to revalue your hand after every bid. Actually, every player should do this after every bid. Okay, and this will give you a much better appreciation of true value of your hand and the trick-taking ability. Okay, so every player should revalue their hand after every bid. Okay, to make adjustments based upon the information. And there's some revaluation rules that I just want to summarize real briefly for you. The first one is an honor can't be worth less than 0 points. Okay, may be an obvious statement, but can't be less than 0 points and can't be worth more than 4 because 4 represents the trick-taking value of an ace. Okay, and what we're going to do is if a partner naturally bids a suit, we're going to add 1 point for each king, queen, or jack in that suit the first time your partner bids that suit. Okay, because and we're going to do this because you know something your partner doesn't know. You have complementing values to support their suit. Okay, which actually makes their hand more valuable. That's why we're adding +1. Okay, we're going to add +1 for each queen and jack in that suit if it is rebid, showing 6 plus cards in that suit. So if your partner rebids a suit and you have a queen or jack, you've already added 1, you're going to add another 1 because they've become that much more valuable. Okay, now we're going to add 1 for each card over 3 cards in the suit if it is going to be trump. So we've started out by counting high card points plus length points. So if you have your partner bids a spade, and let's say you have the queen, 10, 9, 7 of spades, you've got an extra 1. You're going to add 1 for the 4th spade. And because your partner bid that suit, you're going to add 1 for having a queen. And if they bid that suit again, you're going to add another 1. So in essence, you would, given that scenario, you'd be adding 3 points to the value of your hand. Okay, now without all the good news, there's also bad news. Okay, if you have a potential misfit, okay, partners bid a suit without a trump suit being sent. Okay, if you have a doubleton, you're going to subtract 1. If you have a singleton, you're going to subtract 2. And if you have a void, you're going to subtract 3. The reason we're doing that is because of the potential for having misfit. And in many cases, your trick-taking potential and your honors lose value because you can't communicate between the 2 hands, or you can't take any finesses or anything else. So that's something that's kind of new that I've just found out about, and I've added it to this lesson. Okay, if the right hand opponent, the one in front of you, naturally bids a suit, you're going to add 1 for each queen, king, queen, jack, because they just become more valuable. Because the assumption is the person to your right has honors in that suit, and it becomes more probable that your honors are going to take a trick. Okay, if the person to your left, the person behind you bids a suit, you're going to subtract 1 because it becomes more probable that your honors aren't going to take a trick. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of the hand revaluation examples. Okay, in this first one, we've got 4, 8. Let's make my thing come up here. Okay, we got 4, 6, 10, 13, 15, 17, 18 high card points, just like it says up here. We have 18 high card points. Okay, we're going to subtract 2 for that queen jack doubleton because they're unguarded. So we're really starting, and we're going to add 1 for the 5th heart. We're going to add 1 for the 5th club. So we're starting with 18 points, and we've adjusted the hand up and down. Okay, now you open 1 heart. Okay, nothing changes. Okay, left-hand opponent passes. You don't get any additional information from that, so no changes again. Your partner bids 1 spade. Okay, your partner has bid 1 spade. You got the queen jack. You know, that queen jack just became a lot more valuable. Okay, we're going to add +2. Notice we had subtracted 2 before this, so actually we're just getting it back to normals. So now we've got 20 points. I shouldn't say high card points. We have 20 points we're going to count. Okay, now the right-hand opponent bids 2 diamonds. Okay, you don't have anything in diamonds, so you don't have to add or subtract anything. You bid 3 clubs. Doesn't change your bids generally, doesn't change anything about the valuation of your hand. Left-hand opponent passes, and then your partner bids 3 spades, showing that they've got 6 plus spades. Okay, you get to add 2 more. Now you've got 22. Okay, obviously you're going to end up bidding 4 spades. Okay, but you can see how the value of your hand started out at 18, went down, went back up to 18, then got to 20, and then got to 22. So it's really important to see how the value of your hand changes and how the cards in your hand are going to sync up or not sync up with your partner's hand and with the opponent's. Okay, so together you're going to bid 4 spades, and you might even consider exploring slam because you've got 22 and your partner has indicated they probably have 10 plus. So this is probably worth exploring slam on. Let's look at another example here. You've got 7. Let's see, where's my mouse? There's 7, 10, 12, 15, 16 high card points. Now we've got to make a negative adjustment again because of the Queen Jack Doubleton. Queen Jack Doubletons are the worst cards that you can have because in essence they become worthless. Okay, so we're subtracting 2, which says we still counted it as 1, but even then that's kind of generous. Okay, so we've got 1 for the 5th spade. So we're starting out with 15 points. And remember, we need about 25 to make a game. Okay, so partner, your partner opens 1 heart. Okay, you know your partner's got 5 plus hearts. You've got the Queen Jack. You know that you've got the Queen Jack, so that's going to add 2 because you've got 2 hunters in the suit. You know also that you just made your partner's hand a lot more valuable because your partner probably has something in hearts. Maybe they've got the Ace King, in which case these 2 cards might actually take tricks. Okay, so now you're up to 17. Okay, so 17 gives you the capability of potentially making a stronger bid, but right-hand opponent passes. And what you're going to do is you're going to bid 1 spade. Okay, what that does is just promise 4 plus spades and 6 plus points, but you've got 17. So the bidding's going to progress, and the left-hand opponent bids 2 clubs. Okay, and you go, well, the left-hand that guy behind me, I got the King Jack, and I count that as 4. He's probably got honors in that suit. Maybe he's got the Ace Queen, in which case my King Jack are worthless. But so what we're going to end up doing is subtracting 2. So now we're back down to 15. Okay, and then partner bids 2 hearts, showing 6 plus, so we can kick back up to 17. You can see how the value of your hand goes up, and goes down, goes up and down, and maybe go up and up and up and up. There are situations where that occurs, and there are other situations where it goes down, down, and down. Okay, so you want to get a true appreciation for the value of your hand. Okay, and every person after every bid should be evaluating their hand. Okay, so what you're going to do is bid 3 no or 4 hearts. Let's look at an example here. Again, in this one here, we've got 4, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13 high card points. Okay, got to subtract again for the Queen Doubleton. Got to subtract 1 for that Jack Doubleton, because that Jack Doubleton is not going to be worth anything. So we're going to add 1 for the 5th spade, so we're back up to 11, but we don't have 13. Okay, we see that Queen Jack and Jack 4 really don't have a lot of value. Okay, now because of what you have, I would probably open this hand 1 spade, but we'll just assume that you require 12, so you pass. Okay, and the left-hand opponent passes, and now your partner opens 1 heart. Well, your partner opened 1 heart. You've got a queen. So you get to add +1. We're not going to count that Jack, that 10 as an honor and add another 1. We're just going to do 1 for the queen. Okay, and we're going to add 1 for the 4th heart because we've got 4 hearts. So now we're up to, and we're going to add 1 for the Doubleton diamond. And we're going to add 1 for the Doubleton club because we've got roughing value. Look at that. Our hand is growing, growing, growing. Okay, and now we have 11 plus 4, we've got 15 points. Okay, our partner opened. Now we know that we have enough points for a game. Right hand opponent passed. Okay, we're in third seat, and no, our partner opened in third seat, and they may only have 10 plus points. So what we're going to do is that's still equal to 25. Okay, so we've got game points. What we're going to do is we're going to bid game. We're going to bid 4 hearts. Okay, because now instead of having only 11 points, we've got 15, and we're going to bid 4 hearts. Now, probabilistically, our partner is going to have some values that are going to cover these two suits. If they're mirror image hands, you're probably going to go down. If he has no aces or kings and diamonds or clubs, but majority of the time it's going to work out. It's going to work out just fine. Okay, let's take a look at another example. And this one we've got. Where's my mouse? Here, mouse. There's the mouse. 4, 7, 9, 11, 12. We've got 12. Okay, now we've got this singleton queen. All right, we've got to subtract 2 for that. Then we've got to subtract 1 for that tripleton with the jack. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 for the 5th and the 6th spade. So we're back up to 12. Okay, so we had some weaknesses and we've got some strengths. So they kind of offset each other. All right, so now let's see what happens. Okay, partner opens 1 no trump. Okay, now, partners open 1 no trump. He's got 15 to 17. We've got 12. We've got enough points per game. We've got 6 spades. Okay, we have a golden tip because we've got 6 and he promised 2 spades when he opened 1 no trump. Okay, what we're going to do because we've got a fit is we're going to add +3 for a singleton. Okay, now we've got 15 points. So I've got 15, my partner's got 15 to 17. We've got somewhere between 30 and 32 points. Okay, the right-hand opponent passes. And what we're going to do with 1 no trump, we're assuming 15. We're going to assume 16 because we're just going to assume the average. Okay, whenever you've got a range, you assume your partner has an average, and unless somehow they clarified that. Okay, so we've got a probable number of points of between 30 and 32. But here we're going to assume 30. 32 is needed for support slam. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bid 4 spades, or we're going to bid 4 hearts if we're using the Texas transfer to get our partner to bid 4 spades. Okay, and now if we had chosen to bid to explore slam immediately, we could have used a convention called Gerber, and that's one of the future lessons. Now let's look at something with a misfit, a potential misfit. Okay, misfits are the bane of bridge players. Okay, because you've got a good hand, your partner's got a good hand, except they don't fit at all. Okay, they don't complement each other. They just create a mess. So let's see what we've got here. We've got 4, 7, 9, 11, 12. We've got 12 high card points. Okay, now we get 1 for our 5th spade, and we have to. So what we've got here, we don't adjust here for the tripleton with the jack because it's guarded with the queen. Okay, we've got 12 plus 1. That says we've got 13 points. So we open 1 spade. Our partner now knows we've got 5 plus spades and 13 points. Okay, and the left-hand opponent passes, and our partner bids 2 clubs. Okay, all right, he's got clubs. All right, our clubs don't help him very much. Okay, he's also denied having 3 spades, probably. We don't know that yet, but he more than likely doesn't have 3 spades. Okay, so he bids 3 clubs. We have the potential for a misfit. So what we're going to do is going to subtract 2 for that singleton in clubs. Okay, and instead of having 13, we're going to have now just 11. Okay, so we've got 11, and it comes back around to us. Okay, we know that we have to be careful because even though our partner has promised us 10 plus points if we're playing 2 over 1, if we're playing standard American, and 12 plus if we're playing 2 over 1, we still have to be careful because our hand has gotten weaker. Okay, but we want to tell our partner about our second suit hearts. Okay, so we did 2 hearts. Okay, and if our partner doesn't have hearts, he will know immediately that we have a probable misfit. Okay, that concludes this. This is something you want to do every hand. Is on every bid, reevaluate your hand in terms of its strength and its trick-taking potential, because it'll make all the difference in the world as to how well you do playing bridge.